All right. You already have the answer to these questions. You were just told to kind of check them out and see what you can do. This is just an explanation for how the answers are what they are. All right, you ready? I'm going to go through the whole process. Here's my little division sign. I'm dividing by n minus 10. Make sure the most powerful thing is first. And go. Here, make sure I'm not skipping any powers and it's in the right order. N cubed minus 7 minus n squared. 3, 2, 1, 0. Those are the powers. Checking out the powers, really. N cubed minus 17n squared plus 68n. That's a scary number. Plus 12. Don't be scared. All right. N times n squared gets me to n cubed. Remember, I'm always looking at this guy to see what he multiplies to whatever's, what it takes to multiply him to whatever's in front. Or it's n cubed divided by n. I don't think I've said it that way yet. That might be better. N cubed divided by n is n squared. And now I multiply him to everybody. N squared times n cubed. N squared times negative 10 n squared. Draw a line, change signs. We're going to knock this thing out. Alright? That's 0. Yay! That is negative 7n squared plus 68n. Remember, I like seeing the whole thing dwindle. Plus 12. You can just write down the next piece if you want. Be careful when you're missing terms. Alright, now I have negative 7n squared divided by n. That'll be negative 7n. Right? That times everything. Negative 7n times n. Negative 7n squared. Negative 7n times negative 10. Positive 70n. Well, that's handy. Draw a line. Change signs. Right? That's 0. That is negative 2n plus 12. This is going to be nice. Negative 2n divided by n. Oop, wrong color. Is just negative 2. Negative 2 times that is negative 2n. Negative 2 times negative 10 is positive 20. Draw a line. Change signs. That becomes 0. And that becomes negative 8. So, I have this minus 8 over n minus 10. You could have also had plus negative 8. But that right there, I do believe, is the answer that you end up seeing. Yay, score. Next board. Oh yeah, I brought a lot of my boards home. 9n minus 4. 3, 2, 1, 0. We're good. So 9n cubed. I was just double checking to make sure I didn't mess up the other one. 2, 1, 0. Plus 23n squared. At this point, I keep having a panic that I'm going to lose a negative sign. Which, by the way, if you're doing this, the biggest thing that happens, never in the end of the problem, never in the very beginning, when you, at least when you notice it, somewhere in the middle of the problem, you're going to lose a negative sign. You're going to subtract when you meant to add. You're going to add when you mean to subtract. And the numbers are going to get funky, which is not necessarily a sign, because sometimes I give you funky numbers. It's just going to, you're going to be getting something that's just way off from everyone else. And that's what the problem is. And that is the biggest drawback to long division. You have to do your best to make sure it doesn't make you cry, doesn't make you angry. You have to persevere and overcome. Minus 3n plus 1. 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. 9n cubed divided by 9n. Remember, this is what we're dividing by each time. 9n cubed divided by 9n. That's just n squared. Right? N squared times 9n. 9n cubed. N squared times negative 4. Negative 4n squared. Draw a line. Change your signs. That's 0. That becomes 27n squared minus 3n plus 1. Alright, 27n squared divided by 9n is 3n. Alright, 3n times 9n is 27n squared. I don't like these n's. 3n times negative 4 is negative 12n. Draw a line, change your signs. Right? That becomes 0, and negative 3 positive 12 becomes 9n plus 1, right? 9n divided by 9n, that is just 1, right? 1 times 9n, 9n. 1 times negative 4, negative 4. Draw a line, change your signs. 9n, 9n, 0, and that becomes 5. So it is plus 5 over 9n minus 4. And that's it. That's your answer. All right, we're on a roll. 4r minus 2. By the way, they get harder as you go down. 4r minus 2. 3, 2. Uh-oh, I don't have a 1. Watch what I do here. 40r cubed minus 20r squared. I mentioned this on the other one, but I didn't actually do one that had it in there. So 3, 2, I need a 1. How many r's to the first do I have? 0 r's to the first. No need for that. Plus 9. You'll see why I do that in a second. Actually, no. You already know why I do that, because you didn't do that when you went to do it, and then you made a mistake, or you got a mess, and then things got all jumbled up, and you were like, I don't know what's going on. Why is this making this? I don't know how we got this answer. In fact, there's a good chance this problem is the reason why you're watching this video. All right. 40r cubed divided by 4r is 10r squared. By the way, I'm just subtracting the exponent. Okay. 10r squared times 4r is 40r cubed. Actually, I'm going to change colors, so I think it'll be easier to see what's happening. 40r cubed, 10r squared times negative 2, negative 20r squared. Draw a line, change my signs. Alright, that becomes 0. This becomes 0. How about that? That becomes 0. I'm left with 9. Maybe this one isn't the one reason why you're there. That's it. Once I get a number that has a smaller power than that guy, I'm finished. There's no way that's really what happened. Yeah. I guess so. 10, that's 40, and that's negative 20. Oh well, I'm not going to question myself, because that would hurt my ego. 4r minus 2. That's it. I thought this one was going to be harder. That one was tricky because it was simple. This one might be the one that's tricky then. 8a minus 4. 8a cubed. I don't know why I chose that one now. Minus 4a squared. I must have been tired. Minus 8a. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I need a 0. Talked all that trash last time, and it didn't do me any good. 8a cubed divided by 8a is just a squared. It's going to happen again. A squared times that is 8a cubed. And a squared times negative 4 is minus 4a squared. You guys are never going to believe me when I say you need to fill in with zeros. Change signs, draw my line. That's 0. That's 0. Negative 8a plus 0. Well, maybe. Negative 8a divided by 8a is negative 1. Negative 1 times 8a is negative 8a. If I didn't have that 0 there, I might be tempted to mess this up. And that becomes plus 4. Draw a line, change my signs. That becomes 0, and I have a negative 4. That's a negative 4. So, minus 4 over 8a minus 4. Now, I don't even remember what the little computer thing said the answer was. This works as an answer. This guy, I don't know if you guys can see, that guy right there, it's a fraction where everything in it, every single piece is divisible by 4. So you can reduce that to minus 1 over 2a minus 1. So, in fact, there's a good chance this is what that has, but it could have been that. Alright. Challenge problem. because you watched the video, there's a challenge problem at the end. I want to see what you got. So let's say we have this box. The drawing is not to scale. Don't think you're going to get anything out of the picture. Alright? Because I just made the box. I don't remember which side's the biggest. The volume of the box is 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 14x minus 15. I don't know. If you want it to be a big box, let's make it cubic feet. We can make it a small. Let's do cubic feet. Cubic feet. There we go. I was gonna say just. All right. This side here. Which side looks the longest? I don't really know. This side here is x plus 3 feet. And the height is x plus 1 feet. I want to know how long is it, or how wide is it? I don't know. This side, the length side, going that way. And I'm going to give like some type of awesome cool bonus points to whoever gives me the correct answer first. It would be awesome if they didn't use Google to find out. By the way, I just made up the problem like 10 minutes ago, so don't think you're going to like Google search to find the exact same problem. What you will find if you do decide to cheat and use Google is a number of different problems that are similar, so that you can find out the pattern. There is a technology way of getting there. That's fine. It's really not that hard to do it by hand. In fact, if you turn your volume up a whole lot and you listen to me whisper, the big key is the volume of a box is length times width times height. That's really bad. Length times width times height. That's the volume. So I can take the volume and divide by the height, divide by the width, and all I'll be left with is the length. Works out really cool because you don't even end up getting left with a fraction. Alright, that's just a bonus for people that watched the video all the way to the end. Have a good day.